Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 26th, around 11 o'clock in the morning. And I just want to take a quick tour of the garden, show everybody what's still growing here. Okay, these here are on the left side here are the Aleppo peppers. You know, I can still see those babies are still producing here. You know, got 4 plants over here on this side, and these are the 4 Jimmy Nardellos on this side, and they're still. Let's see if I can find the peppers on there. I pick them all. Oh, here we go. Yeah, still some green ones left on here. And kind of harvesting them for my neighbors. Everybody's coming over and snacking on some of these Jimmy Nardellos here. Everybody loves them. they all want to get a few peppers here. And then the tomatoes. This is the first garden here that I started last year. First 2 rows are big boy tomatoes, and they're still producing pretty good. Here's a nice sized cluster of 4. Another one here. Or 2 more here, and it's still pumping out up here. I let this, I didn't do much trimming or pruning on this plant, so on any of these big boys, so I just let them just go. At the first, I picked off the first couple of suckers off there, but then I just let that thing go. And you can see this thing is just it's just an enormous plant. Here's some more. Another cluster off that plant, and here's another cluster here. Another cluster here, up here. Coming up on the same plant. Here's a vine going up, and here it's another cluster here. There must be. Here it's coming over here from over here. Look at this thing. It's just loaded. There's 5 or 6 down there, and it's just for that one plant. And I've been picking tomatoes off there regularly, so it really. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going down here once, and here's I was just about ready to start picking these the big boys off this morning and taking them inside. I pick them when they get about, when they get, a little pink. I always check the bottom, make sure if it starts to get a little bit red, I'll pick them off. Like this one here is going to come off. So it's going to be, they're up in here. I'm going to keep going down the row here. These are all big boys. All big boys down to the end down here, and then coming back. Continuing, more big boys. There's still, the plants are really in good shape. It's September 26th, and they're still pumping out tomatoes. Even flowers. There's a lot of blossoms up here yet. Here's the last one in the second row here. You can see it's coming up here. Still getting blossoms up on here. Still making new more tomatoes. So so these there's a ton of big boys that are still growing in here. And then in the third row here, this is a French tomato. It's called a Coustrelé. That thing is still pumping out. And down here, these are San Marzanos, second plant. You can see the San Marzanos in there. I just yank them off as they start to turn a little red, and then I flip them in the freezer bag for the neighbor. And then this one here is a black cherry. I only planted 1, but next year I'm going to plant a lot more. You know, you can see how tall that thing's getting. So it's over. Let me get out of the sun. I don't want to point the lens in the sun here. You can see this thing is just going nuts. Let's get way up there. I can't. It's gotta be. What is that? 7 feet. And then this is that Rose to Burn. Man, that Rose to Burn was a real heavy producer. So I got 3 of them here. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I can see all the stems coming off of this thing. It just keeps going and going and producing. This thing is delicious tomatoes. Look at the clusters on this thing. These are the Rose to Burns here, and they're, you know, if you let them go, they get to be about the size of a big boy. You know, coming down here, I'd say it's more like a shape of a size of a big apple, you know, and really delicious, just delicious. You can see how blocky that is. It has like, it's not round, it's got like flat sides on it. But boy, is that delicious. I just put it on the counter and I slice it, you know, slice it in half, and I slice it in half again, and just eat it like fruit, you know. It's just really tasty. And then these are the cherry. I got 15 cherry tomatoes, and look at those things just pumping out. So I had that. I ran the strings. So here's the cherry tomato coming up. You know, no pruning on that thing. All the suckers around there, and it just kept going up, and now I've got it going across these strings here. You can see how it goes across this, up the trellis, and now it goes to the second row. So it's just like a tunnel here of these are the red cherries. Really delicious. You know, still they're all over the place. Every morning I you know, there's, I don't know, I'd say probably every day. I could pick in the morning and in the afternoon too, and you know, probably get over 50 cherry tomatoes. Look at all these clusters on here now. They're all turning red. You know, just everywhere. You know, they really love the sunny weather we're having here in September. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. You know, just a lot of cherry tomatoes every day. And every time I bite into one, it's like taking a shot off of a V8. Here we go. This is another big boy. So yeah. So this is the first garden. You can see the weight. See the weight of these plants is kind of like it's bending over the trellis here. You know, even though I had to put a little string on here. If I didn't have this string on here, that pole would be over on the third row, and you can see it gets a little tighter every day. Okay, so now let's go over that second garden once, nice and quick. Okay, take a quick look here. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, so here, this plant out here is a Rose to Burn. I'm gonna do the outside first here. So this is one Rose to Burn that was planted here, but look at this baby just popping out the tomatoes. You know, it just never ends. These clusters on here, just what an amazing plant. Just tasty, really tasty. Oh no, what's this? I bet there's a hornworm. There's a tomato hornworm in here eating these babies. Have to find that guy. But yeah, this here is a watermelon beefsteak. See this, how it's shaped like a watermelon? really, it's very tasty. And this here is another this is a Coustrelay. This is that French tomato Coustrelay. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, this must be the Coustrelay here. I'm sorry. These are the watermelons here too. Yeah, I'm getting confused here. First year I'm growing these things. But, yeah, they get big. They get big. Yeah, this is the Coustrelay here. God, it feels like it's just one big tomato here. They're all fused together. Man. And this is, these are, Fremgens Rhineland Glory right here. This is a monster plant. This one here is a monster. Look at it. It's growing up here. That's off of this plant. See, these vines here is just, oh man, it's really tasty tomatoes. You can see how big they get. This is about average, really tasty, tasty tomatoes. Made a lot of BLTs out of that, small BLTs. And then this here is another watermelon. Oh, that thing. Still just pumping out the tomatoes. Can you see that? Still pumping them out. Coming up here. Coming up here. But yeah, hey, let's go take a look inside once so you can look at the German queens. Okay. Oops. So that's the back. That was the back row. Oh, what's this? This is coming off of that. Oh, that is. Here's that. See here that that vine coming across here. That's the rose de burn. It is. Yeah. What a tomato plant. I'm definitely planting these next year again. Super productive and the propagation of the things. It's just there's no problem at all. Okay, this one here is it's Amish paste. So it's you can see here that's the first one here. I ordered German pink tomato seeds and this is what came out. So they had a problem with selling their seeds. It says one thing on the label and it comes out completely different. But it was a pleasant surprise, It's yeah, and then these last ones here are German queens. There's still more coming off that Amish paste. Boy, I think it's productive too. But here's these German queens. Let's see how big these things got. Just enormous. Here, let's take a look on the. Is it better on this side here? Oh yeah, here. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh crap, look at this. A hornworm ate this tomato. Oh, is that sick? Where is that damn thing? There were 6 hornworms I got so far. Now there are more, and they're not eating the leaves; they're eating the tomatoes. Look at that! What a waste! What a waste! Oh, here's another one he ate. They're taking a bite out of these tomatoes. These big. Oh God. Oh no. Oh well. Well, I think I'm going to end it there before I start seeing something nasty. I'm going to have to hunt for that hornworm. Dang. Unless that's the one I got. Unless that's the hornworm I got the other day. That makes me sad. Okay, well, I just thought I'd give you a tour of the garden. Here, these are all Jimmy Nardellos coming down here. And then these are all red Marconis you know, down here, the 1, 2, 3, and then the rest of them down here are red Marconis. I snapped a bunch of them off and gave them to the neighbors, and my dentist got some, and you can see here's a nice red one here. So you gotta harvest these things before the insects get them, especially those stupid hornworms. Okay, well, thanks a lot, everybody. I hope that everybody's having a good luck with their garden this year, and I'm gonna try to keep this thing going until Halloween if it's possible. That's what, 5 more weeks. All right. Thanks again. Bye now.